What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hey,
And welcome to the Remedy Room. I'm your co host, Arthur, aka Mr. Right, and I'm joined with my co host, Mr. Perspective,
what up?
Carlos, my beautiful wife, the First Lady.
Hey guys.
And if you're thinking about apologizing, don't. We have Miss Unapologetic,
Good
Shamika.
morning.
Hey, everybody. Hey, we have an exciting show for you today. But first, let's check the room. How's everyone doing?
We alright.
Great.
Doing
We
good?
alright.
We are
We
alive and
alright.
well.
We alive. You know
We
what
are.
I'm saying?
Praise God.
Oh, hey, I feel good. So listen, this is our first episode. How you feeling?
First.
I'm excited.
Oh, we got a little note on
Amen.
the
she she
Everybody
trying
got
to match
vocals
you,
in there.
Carlos.
I mean, listen, like I
Hey.
said in a previous conversation, everybody trying to come for me this year with the vocals. Male or female, I don't know what it is.
Hey,
But
I'm getting
All
my
right.
Michelle on. I'm getting my Michelle on because I can't be Beyonce.
okay. All right.
Because she gospel and everything. So
All right, we get it.
We know.
Ah, dang.
Okay.
Okay, so listen. All right. So that was an amazing intro. I was bumping to the music, so I'm excited. Like we have Vegas in the building.
Ew.
We got Maryland in
Hey.
the building.
Stiff wear. Stiff wear.
Stiff
And you
wet.
know we got that two up, two down in the building.
Or is it like this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we always will have love for VA. We all pretty much from there.
There we
No, we
go.
I'm
don't
on my way
all.
back.
So listen.
Yay.
Hey, yay. And so
And I'm not. So
you know
And
what?
you
Come on. Yeah, you always
are
Virginia is for lovers.
maybe in the early 2000s,
But not.
not now.
got a little different vibe. But
Okay,
anyway,
so listen, guys, we've been friends for a long time. I think we got to let the folks know how we started the Remedy Room and the concept and where it came from. I mean, we've been together through weddings, births,
Mhm.
concerts, versus battles,
yep.
everything. So
Mhm.
let's give the people a little something on how we met and how we're all friends.
We'll tell them.
Why I gotta tell
Since you
them?
want to set up. So
Let's
wait,
let's
so
get your perspective.
okay, so well, okay. Well, thank you for addressing me properly. I appreciate you. Yeah. But like, okay, so where should we start though? Because
Start from the beginning.
okay, so Akia and Shamika been friends
From the
for how
womb.
many? So okay,
Yeah, a
so
lifetime.
about 50 years.
30,
No, I'm just
30.
playing.
Okay,
I'm
Carlos,
just
or
playing. I'm just
whoever
playing.
you are.
Okay.
Shamika and I have been friends for 36 years.
Wow.
Amen.
She older than me. So
Oh, okay. So she
Just
so was
a
she
little
your
bit.
babysitter like growing up or
so her mom was my babysitter.
okay.
And so we've been taking baths together
hmm
Mm.
and playing Bloody Mary and
So y'all definitely had that ring in the tub.
No,
we took wash
What you
ups in
call
the
them
bath.
days?
Sink
Y'all did.
baths.
Oh, y'all did bird baths.
Toe baths, as they call them these days.
No, y'all ain't still doing that today. You too grown for that.
Too grown for that. No,
Okay.
but yeah, so we've been friends for a very long time.
Okay.
We tell people since 1942, even though it really hasn't been that long. And I am Shamika's kid's godmother, and she is our children's godmother.
hmm
Hey, Mimi.
And she coming back to VA. She's
is
coming back to VA.
right to Chesapeake or something.
Okay.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
so I guess Mr. Perspective, our relationship started in a cold winter. Nah, nah,
Yo, so let's talk about it.
Tell the people. Don't leave nothing
Let's
out.
talk about it. So I just wanted people to know, Arthur. No, you go ahead and tell because it's really
What?
your story
Okay.
to tell. It's your testimony.
It's my testimony.
You know, I just happen to be.
No, we met in 1998. or 1999, 98, 99?
I think it was 98 because because my
Let's see. Some
brother
quick math.
graduated 2000 and he was I think it was 98.
Well, let's just okay. So 98, 99 freshman,
99,
99,
yeah.
2000 sophomore, 2000, 2001 junior, and then
So we all
yeah, I think
so we met in
we
99.
met in 99.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, so I walked into Chris was the first person I met at Woodside.
Shout out to Chris Body.
Shout out to KB.
I don't know if we were supposed to say his whole government, but it's
shout
done.
out to KB.
It's out there now.
And we walked into the band room together, and I was nervous because obviously the school that we were going to wasn't my zone school. So
Right.
I was definitely a fish out of water. I went there because I was in the magnet program, and I didn't know anybody. Just there was only one other person in my neighborhood that was going to Woodside, so I really didn't know anybody. So I walked in and I met, this stand-up guy, Carlos. Carlos.
Stand up.
I met him. He was nice when I met him, but then as the years progressed, it just. Y'all ever seen Mean Girls?
Yo, stop playing.
Wait a minute.
So
Don't talk about my friend Archie.
right, let me jump in because it's always an exaggeration, right?
Tap in, tap
You know what I'm
in.
saying? So what had happened was, so I remember when we first met, right? I can see how it probably had come off as standoffish. I didn't know him, and they was like, "Oh, this is Arthur." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you
Where the band
knew
room
pretty
at?
much everybody else.
Yeah, I mean the people you was with, I knew them. I didn't know the whole band crew, but
Gotcha.
I mean, I was looking for the band. First of all, I was already late to band camp. I missed the first couple of days. Yeah, typical.
What was you
black.
doing?
You and Dominic.
I just didn't come until later.
I'm gonna just interject. Me and Shamika were also in the band, so we're all four band heads.
What y'all play again?
They ain't play no.
It don't even matter what we played. What matters that we
they
were
was
in
flag girls.
And we were
all,
there. Okay?
First of all,
did y'all do color guard?
Yes, twirling them flags.
And we was
Y'all
great.
was good.
Were we?
This is what. Did y'all do competitions?
Yeah.
And did.
They did football games.
No, we didn't. Listen.
Hey, listen.
We competed.
They
we
went
competed
against themselves.
in
It was only
Canada.
one.
We competed in
high
New York.
school in the area.
How big was the band?
Big enough.
We had a good sized band, honey. Don't make me pull out the pictures because I got them right here.
I need a number.
No, they had a good band, but they didn't have a good band. They had a nice sized band because it's the only high school in the area, so everybody in that county goes there.
Got it.
So it's multiple counties that go to that school. So it's a big school.
No, wait a minute. It's only one county.
South Boston, Halifax.
Halifax is the only county.
The county.
So where Cherie live?
Not in South Boston, but she does. But it's only one county, my love. It's called Halifax County High School.
All right, my bad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So different pockets of that county.
Different little towns or whatever.
Let her rep her hood. That's her hood.
That's our hood.
Yeah, but see that would be different from where me and Carlos are because I mean it was a city.
You in a city, yeah.
So everybody that goes to that school is from that city.
Bad news.
Zoning. Yeah. Oh Lord. But
don't do it.
But yeah, so I met Carlos. I mean, we had a good time. I mean, we clicked. I mean, our group really clicked. I think obviously our freshman year, and we went on spring break trips and stuff like that, and we really clicked. And I mean, we still friends now. I mean, that's pretty amazing, right?
And now I'm an uncle to his children.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, we've everybody on this has been in our wedding. I mean, it's just, we're friends, tried and true. But so let's tell the folks how we started with this concept of the Remedy Room and how this all got started.
COVID.
Pretty much.
The pandemic.
The pandemic. Yeah.
So what had happened was, COVID started the whole situation, and then the versus battle started happening. So we started watching them together. How did we even get on that? Oh, Keith said it was her
Kia, you
idea,
did.
but she didn't want to say it out loud.
It was so when I first heard about the versus battles, it was just Arthur and I just so happened to come across it on Instagram and had the phone on, and this was T-Pain.
T-Pain, yeah, T-Pain.
Who did he go against? T-Pain
and
and
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. So we were just like jamming. It was just real fun. And then I realized it was a thing. So I was like, we had a group chat going on.
Yeah.
All of us and Arthur's sister Veronica. Hey Veronica.
Hey
girl.
And so I was like, y'all, we should watch the versus battle together because it was hilarious when you go and look at people's comments and stuff like that. And I knew that if all of us got together, it would just be
a good old time.
A good time, especially while COVID was going on. We all quarantined and nobody can go anywhere. So we just started doing that and it just kind of took off. And so we would get together for all the versus battles. And sometimes even if it wasn't a versus battle going on, we would all get on Zoom and just kick back and have a lot of laughing and cracking jokes and some serious conversations. And it just,
we had game nights.
We had
we
game
did
nights.
have game nights.
We did. Some people won some money.
We actually played with money.
We did.
You know, we started
I was a big winner.
Had some people catch attitudes and log off. And, I ain't gonna start yet.
We had cancel culture. We had to kick some folks out of the group.
Cancel culture.
But you know, some
we love
guys,
them, though.
We were already really close. Obviously, you know, Shamika and Kia are best friends, but we were already really close. But I believe that the pandemic just really brought us closer together. Honestly, we're all in different places. It's just amazing that, you know, we could stay in touch and still have that sense of normalcy as far as, you know, us talking on the phone, whether it be through Zoom or FaceTime. Well, now we can do FaceTime because somebody
got an iPhone.
You know, so
we could
speaking
already
of that,
do FaceTime because Shamika Houston got a Mac. Don't be trying to act like
Veronica had a Droid up until a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, I just want to make it clear that I'm not the one that
you
couldn't
weren't
FaceTime.
the reason why. Why didn't you have a Droid computer if Droids were just
she don't know.
Droid computer. I don't even know. They make those Droid computers.
Samsung computers.
Oh,
non-Apple
product.
Oh, okay.
That's not considered a droid, though. But okay,
I knew what you meant, honey.
Thank you.
You stick up for your husband. Stick up for him.
So we're gonna see a lot of that on here.
Well,
be prepared.
We go head to head when necessary.
Well, they do.
Yeah. I think it's that. What's that new movie that came out with the girl, Denzel's son, and
Malcolm
Zendaya?
and Marie.
Malcolm and Marie.
Wow.
We not Malcolm and Marie, right?
I'm about to say it ain't. No.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
No, don't. Yeah,
it ain't. I haven't seen it either. Just the previews to me, it's just like, it looks a little toxic. Like I don't know if I want to.
It is toxic. It is toxic. I think every marriage or relationship, period, not necessarily as toxic as that movie necessarily, but there are moments, I think, in the movie that everybody can relate
to.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I believe. Since we were talking about friendship, let's just dig a little deeper on friendships. You know, how do y'all guys value friendships, and do y'all put them in their own separate categories as who's your friend, your best friends, your regular friends, associates, people that you just have things in common with? That how do y'all view friendships?
If I just have something in common with you, you're not necessarily my friend.
Ooh,
we just might like the same
thing.
things.
She's not apologizing about that either.
Yeah,
she said it with a straight face.
Yeah,
just because I like you don't mean we're friends.
So okay. So Shamika, if somebody wants to be your friend on Facebook, what's the criteria they have to meet to be your friend on Facebook?
Okay, so let me just put this out here. I don't know if I should say a criteria, but I have people that I know, and then if I see in person, we may even chat that I'm not Facebook friends with. I'm not Facebook friends with some of my family members. Just, I just, everybody's not invited into my life with what I may share on Facebook or talk about, post my children. Everybody's not invited into that part of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can know you, but you're not going to be my friend on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Carlos?
Same. Oh, sorry.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was trying to do boy, girl, but it's cool.
Okay,
You
that's
can.
fine.
Ladies first.
We in elementary school, yeah. Boy, girl.
Line up, class.
Like, all right. She was ready to talk. For me, well, touching on the whole, I guess, Facebook thing, there's a lot of people that, you accept as friends. I don't know half of them people. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just be honest. I don't know. So yeah, when it comes to Facebook and social media, that's a whole different entity. But as far as like real life friends like that I actually know and communicate with, I think there's different I don't necessarily want to use the word levels, but there's different relationship dynamics or interactions with certain people. And it doesn't, I guess you can say, devalue any other relationship. It's just the one you have with them. Like, you might have that one friend, like, if you want to like cut up all the time, you call that one friend. If you want to get real serious, confide in somebody, you have that one friend. Or you might have two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for me, I have been able to navigate through my years of life to know who is who. And sometimes it changes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it evolves and you go to a different space with a person you never went to with, or you become less serious with another person. So that's how I look at friendships. I mean, even looking at me and you, Arthur, like, we didn't used to necessarily go as deep as we do now.
Right.
But we just kind of
So we
evolved
we were surface friends. That's what you're trying to say. We were surface.
I mean, I used to have to pick you up and take you to work.
Oh,
Why you take a deep breath like that, Carlos?
Because this is going into a whole nother story.
Yeah. See, and I'm gonna let you talk, First Lady. But I like how you put that, Carlos. As far as like, through years you can become deeper, or you can fade. So I think our relationship has grown. We knew we were always friends because we were in a lot of cases we were together all the time.
Yeah.
We worked together, went to school together, and then in the summers when we got from college, we did things together. Right. But it was kind of like, okay, this is my boy. But obviously, you had your own life, I had my own life, and we understood each other, and we knew we had other friends, other pockets, and everything like that. Right. We never tried to come in between anything of value like that. So I think we have grown in our friendship. We understand where we are, where we're going, what we want to accomplish in life. Yeah. I support you in everything you do. And same for me. So I value our friendship. Just talking to you in particular.
Amen.
Yeah.
Same. It took a while. I'm just playing.
But thank God y'all are
Thank
here.
God.
Thank God you made it through it all.
Kia?
Okay, so I'm very particular about who I'm friends with on Facebook.
Yeah, you are.
I probably have 30-ish friend requests just sitting. Just because I know people can be messy. People just want to be nosy. I could see somebody out in public and they don't say 2 words to me, but then they send me a friend request on Facebook. So it's like, well, what's that all about? So for the most part, I am Facebook friends with people that I feel like I could maybe hang out with, chill with, have a conversation with, off of social media.
Okay.
And then I hate talking on the phone. I'm not a telephone talking friend.
Yeah.
And if I do talk to my friends on the phone, it's not every day. Shamika and I talk on the phone not often.
We don't. I think we
Not
like
often.
we like collect stuff to talk about, and once it gets to a certain limit, then we call each other and we'll talk for an hour or two, and then we don't talk on the phone again for
Right.
however many weeks.
Right. We talk on Facebook Messenger pretty much every day.
Yeah.
So I'm the texting friend. Most of my friends will tell you that I'm not going to talk to them on the phone, or if I do, it's kind of like Shamika and I. It'll be a while, and then we have a lot to catch up on, which is fine. And for me, that helps define the relationship, because if it's a person that feels like I'm not their friend if I haven't spoken to them or talked to them, then to me, we got to reevaluate some things. But I may send a text like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hope you're doing good. But we might not have a lot to say at the moment. Right. So I do think there are levels to friendship. Unfortunately, it's people who they're on a need to know basis type of thing. And then there are the friends that you want to tell everything to. And I feel like that with Shamika. I feel like I could tell her stuff and I wouldn't be judged by her, or she gonna give me the hard truth that I may not want to hear. She reels me in. We're a good balance. Shamika and I are a good balance.
I would have to agree with that.
Very good. Because when I need to be told, be nice, or don't be so rude, or that's Akia. That's who okay, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have said such and such, or maybe I'm not going to apologize though, because I meant what I said. However, she'll make me, soften up a little bit. So yeah, we're a good balance.
Let's flash the light on Carlos and Shamika's friendship and relationship and how that's
ratchet
evolved.
And ratchet.
Hey, man, what you talking about?
Because obviously they know each other because of me and Kia's relationship, but it has blossomed
they have their
into
own stuff.
We formed our own relationship under the table.
We did.
Y'all was acting real. No, I'm just
this is the second time you said that.
Yeah, we go.
Which further lets me know we have to have an off-screen conversation.
We can have it right here if you would like.
I mean, right.
Nah, I'm just kidding, kind of. But no, like me and Shamika, we just clicked. It was weird. I think we started, was on Facebook. We was messaging. When did we first see each other?
We met in real life at their engagement dinner.
That's what it was.
And then we went over someone's house and was just chilling or whatever. And you and I started talking. And then we became friends on Facebook and we started messaging one another. And then from there, it
because I remember coming to your house, older house.
Because we lived
had like a cookout or something like that.
Yeah. We both lived in Newport News. Then when I moved, I was literally down the street from you.
Down the street, yeah.
And then we just got closer. And then I remember Naima deployed. You would come over and, talk, check on us. I would call you and say, Carlos, can you come get the water out the car? Because I was pregnant. So, it just grew.
I'm a servant.
You're a servant.
My shot.
Oh, hallelujah.
That's pretty amazing. Because y'all are, I consider, honestly, we talk every day, whether it is in some form. It doesn't have to be on the phone, but we're all communicating about something every day, whether we're laughing at something serious, we need to do something, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now, Carlos, it seems like you do have a rough start in relationship with people, because I know when you first met Kia.
What the hell?
When you first met Kia, it started off rocky too.
Hold on.
I slid that. You saw how I slid that in.
But you set it up wrong. Right? Because he made it sound like I'm the issue.
You're the problem.
Because I'm not. Right? This is why I'm gonna tell you how I first met Kia. Okay. I was in Patrick Henry Mall.
There you go.
I was in passing. I don't think we knew we were going to see each other. Arthur was there with the kid. So I'm passing. I see Arthur. I say, what up, whatever. Then he introduces me to a kid. She was like, hey, anyway. I was like,
That's her. That's my friend.
I'm like, oh, that's what we're dating now. Got it.
Ooh.
Don't even worry about it. So it was not me.
It was her.
It was me. Okay, it was me.
Okay, it was her.
She softened up. I don't remember the next time I saw you because you weren't like that. Because if you were, I was going to have to tell you something. But no, you were nice the next time. I don't remember when it was though. Probably because I was doing some work for hire stuff because everybody wanted me to sing.
It could have been. It could have been. But
Was
the
it
thing
that
is,
time there was was it that time you had?
Shim,
No, I think your
you talking
parents
about
had a
family
cookout,
reunion?
and Arthur bring his whole family whenever he goes somewhere.
Yeah, because he brought him to South Boston when we had a cookout.
Oh
And they came over.
What?
we're not gonna talk
Did
about
you
that right now.
Did you just put the Kelly family on
So,
blast?
I did.
kid, remember, you're a Kelly. Remember that.
That's okay.
By
okay.
Mary.
By Mary. And I am a strong believer. See, I couldn't understand, like, if you, Arthur, were invited somewhere, then you would bring everybody with you without checking with the person that extended the invitation to make sure it was okay. I don't do stuff like that.
But I believe also in my friends, and I believe that we have a strong enough friendship that they understand that I'm not going to bring anybody over that's not going to be.
See, I'm not so sure about that.
You know,
don't just bring extra people to my event.
We didn't do any little background checks. I don't know these people. But nah, his family's cool. I love all his brothers and sisters.
Yeah, thank you.
They just as silly as us. So
yeah,
maybe not Daryl, but everybody else.
Yeah.
I love my brother Daryl, but
more of a apostle.
You know,
he appeared.
You are needed, sir.
Okay, guys. So in friendships, I know so let's talk about that. We have those pockets of friends, but then you have your friends that you can pretty much tell everything to. You have your friends that you can only share things because you don't know where their headspace is at. You can't bring a lot and add a lot to that plate. And then you have those friends that you just have to keep it, we're friends. I got you. If you need me, you can call me, but I can't be calling you, if I got a problem because I don't know how you react. So do y'all have those pockets of friends as well outside of, this group?
Are you my friend, honey?
I'm your husband.
He not your friend. I think your friend, kid.
I'm your husband.
Which
covers. I mean, it's like the apostleship. It covers all fivefold.
No, it don't. No.
See, that sounds cute and all, but
he's not your friend.
Hey,
no.
He ain't my friend.
It covers everything.
Because remember you just said you feel like you could share with me anything and I wouldn't be judgmental. Mr. Right is gonna judge you and tell you you're wrong.
This is true.
So he's not your friend. He's your husband. He is, but I don't think
he could be like a surface friend.
Okay.
So
we're gonna do tiers. Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
So can children and their parents be friends then?
No,
I'm not friends with my kids.
In this.
Yeah.
Why we can't? It's just another way of looking at what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I'm
not trying to get out the hot seat to me.
No, I'm not trying to get out the hot seat. I'm just saying,
you friend.
No, you're not her friend. I'm on the outside.
He already said no.
Yeah,
so fine. That's fine.
No, but he also said he was your husband, so that covered, like, that's the umbrella. It covers
the
everything.
Umbrella.
I don't think you guys are friends to our friendship degree.
But
maybe. I mean, y'all cool when you just look at it on that part of the relationship, but I don't think he's the friend that.
Well, see,
I
don't think you can be friend. I don't think. I think that when you have to be accountable to someone or answer to someone, and vice versa, husband and wife, vice versa, then the friendship kind of goes because we're friends because I don't have to answer to you. Like, you can't. What you say doesn't carry the weight as a husband and wife. See what I'm saying?
But you
So
still owe some type of loyalty and respect, like some type of. I'm loyal to my friends, so I owe Kia that. I owe Carlos that. You. I respect my friends. So it's. I don't think it has anything to do. I just don't think your personality would fit in the friend category for Akia. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I mean, because totally understand what she's saying, but I feel like, and I guess it's case by case, individual, right? But for me, like, I want to like you. Like, I want
Mm-hmm.
to, I like all of my friends, and I would want to definitely be a close friend with my significant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pertinent piece. But at the end of the day, like I said, it can look different for different relationships, as Arthur is
Mm-hmm.
putting it, or Mr. Right, excuse me, trying to be respectful to the pastor.
Mr.
you
Right.
know.
But like, maybe that is how it works in y'all dynamic to make it flow. Maybe he feels like there's more responsibility of being a covering as a husband, and he feels like that title as a friend is not necessary because husband trumps friend
Correct.
Yeah.
And Shamika said something about
to
being
him.
loyal. Shamika said something about she's loyal to her friend. Well, see, I'm already covered in that because I already have to be loyal to my wife. So it's like a different thing. Like you can be loyal to a lot of people. I'm supposed to be loyal to a kid. So
Okay.
so when I say that the husbandry covers all the facets of friendship, accountability partner, everything. That's why I say that when you say, "Am I your friend?" Yes, I'm your friend, but I'm your husband, which covers, I think, everything.
Question though.
Mm.
Question though. Do you
Question.
think it would have been easier in that situation to just say, yes, I'm your friend, instead of going through all of that?
Uh, yes, it could have been easier, but it would have been a surface answer. And I think we have to
Okay.
understand the logic too. So in my personality test,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think through logic. So I
Black and
gotta
white.
I
Black
gotta
and
give
white.
why I'm her friend because I can tell you why I'm your friend. I can tell you why I'm your friend, but I gotta explain a little bit more why my wife is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure there are things that um, you and Shamika can share and talk about that you wouldn't want me to know about if it pertains to Shamika. You see what I'm saying? And
You talking to me, honey?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
You
you
the only one he married
you.
to?
No, I wasn't sure if he was talking
yeah,
about you, Carlos, because
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no.
I'm
yeah, yeah.
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 Um, yeah, I would say that Arthur is my friend for sure. Now, he is not the person that I would go to first for certain things,
Mm-hmm.
just because I know what type of person he is.
Because
And he's very black and white, and
mm-hmm.
he's very um rough.
Okay.
That like
Aggressive?
no, not
No.
aggressive, but
Bold. Bold.
no, no,
He
it
don't
just
want you
gets
to
it
call
just
him
gets worse
aggressive.
and worse.
worse and worse. No, he is like
Stern. Stern.
stern is a good word. You know how
Okay.
sometimes you might be dealing with something and you know what you need from a person.
Right. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a lot of empathy at times.
He doesn't have a lot of sympathy at times.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Mm,
sometimes I just want to be in my feelings about something,
Mm-hmm.
got
and
it.
he's not the person I can be in my feelings with.
Well, go
And
ahead.
it
Go ahead.
also goes with him saying he thinks with logic because,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've had this conversation before, but if something was happening, and this is a disclaimer, y'all, I wouldn't. Okay, this is not a disclaimer, but I wouldn't shoot Arthur or anything. But I'm just gonna say, I mean, I would shoot somebody if I had to, but I wouldn't
Oh,
shoot
Right.
Arthur.
Second Amendment. Okay.
So if something was
Y'all know they
going
got
on,
them guns.
well, if anything go down, I'm calling
I'm
Houston.
calling in
Feel me?
Houston.
so
Houston, we have a problem.
if something was happening, if Akia called me and she was distraught and she just I'm just gonna say she needs me to shoot somebody, friend. Oh my gosh, well, I'm just gonna shoot the person, and then okay. Now what happened? Arthur's not gonna do that. He's gonna say, "Well, why do we need to shoot them? What did you do, Akia, to make them want to do so? I don't care about that. You hurt my friend, and I'm coming to shoot you."
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna ask Kia, "Now, Kia, what did you do?
Yeah.
You had me out here shooting people."
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference between.
Yeah, I can't end up in jail off of nonsense.
Listen, I'm riding. Carlos,
Thank you,
Carlos,
friend.
am I gonna ride, Carlos?
She is gonna ride. She was ready to. Never mind, it's a whole nother story. But anyway,
she was ready to pull up on something.
But yeah, okay. That
let me just say, I want the listeners or viewers to go back and say, y'all got to hear Arthur and Akia ain't friends. That's not true.
No, they friends in real life.
That's not
friends.
true. We are friends. Cool. We understand each other, and it works for us, like Carlos said.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And that's why this group is good, because we understand they good in real life, but you know, we know a little bit more than the general public, so I feel like we can put more of an input on things, you know. But it don't mean it's trouble over there. Right.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
They fine.
Okay. Well, I feel like I've been in the counseling booth.
It's the remedy room.
It's the remedy room.
This is kind of part of your personality, because you always think somebody trying to counsel you when you're not,
and he don't need it, right?
Because he always right.
He always right.
No, we're all here. We're sharing our stories.
That's it.
Including yours. Nah, we love you, Arthur. You're great.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all of our personalities make us.
Yeah. It makes everything mesh well. So do you have those friends that you can share any and everything to, or no, you still guarded and revealing everything?
No, I have certain friends that I feel like I can talk to about pretty much anything. And then I think somebody said it earlier. I think it was Akia. Sometimes you have to fill out people where they are in their life. Like, they might be having something going on, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on sharing this with you, because I know you got X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You're not even going to be alert enough to hear what I'm saying. So I think that is more what I have experienced, is pinpointing when and who. Let the spirit lead you to who it should. Oh, y'all heard church. They said, yeah. So just so y'all know, I am in training to be a pastor.
Oh Lord!
You're mentally trained.
I'm not even gonna do it today, though.
Don't do it today.
But one day I'm gonna give y'all something. Let me stop, because somebody will be like, "Can you come to my church?" I'm not really in training to be a pastor, but you know, I might be better than some of y'all pastors. But no, yeah, I think you have to figure it out as you go. But yeah, I'm very much more open than I used to be. I used to be very guarded about a lot of things, but yeah, I definitely feel comfortable talking to certain people at certain times.
Good. What about you, honey? You haven't really said.
I believe my friends are someone that can tell me the truth without chasing. So if I am acting in an inappropriate manner, or if I am saying something out of pocket, I'm getting a different perspective. I don't want yes men around me. I don't want somebody just being around me because of what I can offer them or provide for them, if any. So I think I have that balance in my friends, that they can say, Arthur, nah, you wrong, or Arthur, you right. I understand what you're saying. So I like that balance.
Do you really like for people to tell you if you're wrong?
Yeah. If they can explain it.
So no, you don't like for people to say.
No, he needs that.
He does it with everything. Even
you gotta have facts for it.
But the thing is, I've talked to a lot of people, and I see, and I'm a observer. So I watch a lot of people and I hear them say, nope, nope, because I feel like, and I'm like, that's really not a valid answer. That's like you just saying something. But you got to give like the reasoning why, and you got to make it make sense. So I think that's what I look for in any disagreement or anything like that.
Okay.
I feel like Arthur is more receptive to certain people, though.
That could be true.
I
Yeah,
That could
agree.
be true.
yeah.
That could be true. So
Well,
if we would give any advice to our listeners, what would we advise them in as far as looking for friends and maintaining good and healthy friendships? Some things on the check box that they can check off and say, okay, this is a tried and true friend. No, you might need to let that go. Y'all have any?
Mm.
I think friendships have to be balanced.
Yeah.
Where, and what I mean by that is, it can't just be one sided where it's like one person is always giving, supporting, um, being the listening ear, so on and so forth. And then when the tables turn, they're out in the cold because that other person is too busy or, not available for whatever reason. And not to say you can't be friends with that person, but you might just have to reevaluate how much weight that friendship carries, if that makes sense. And along those lines, I feel like sometimes friendships will be unbalanced at a certain point, depending on what's going on. But you should see that at some point,
Right.
it does balance itself out. Because one person might be dealing with a lot, they got a lot on their plate, they're busy with whatever, and so they can't always be there or listen or hang out or be that support. But at some point, you should see that from that person. So I think sometimes you just kind of have to assess and make sure you're not just always being the person to just pour out or pour into the friend, but you never get it in return.
Wow.
Okay.
Good advice. Anybody else?
Thank you.
If I hear them earrings move one more
You
time.
hear my
Okay.
earrings? I'm
You hear them?
Jingle your earrings, girl. Jingle them.
We hear them chandeliers.
Put them up on there.
They cute though. They cute
They look nice. You look good, boo.
Yeah,
though.
you look good.
All right. Anyway, but
Haters gonna hate.
but no, I think piggybacking on what the kid said. Well, I guess I kind of agree, and then there's a little bit of difference. I feel like one thing I feel like with friendships is kind of like just like relationships. I think you should know what you're looking for, kind of, if that makes sense. I feel like there's some people you just automatically just come together, it just gels. Those happen sometimes, but then some people, I think you should have some type of expectation of what you want out of friendship. Sometimes people don't ever talk about their expectations. And then they get mad when their friend don't do something. You know what I mean? Like that whole like, oh, I bought him a gift or her a gift, and they ain't even think to buy me one. Well, you never shared that matters to you. You
Wow.
can't
Right.
read people all the time. It's like me, I don't care about a gift, but maybe you do. You know what I mean? So I think that's important when forming friendship, especially long-lasting friendships. And also, I think another important piece is, for me, if we not like growing each other in some aspect, I don't see the point of us being friends,
Friends.
like close
Wow.
friends. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's me.
Shamika?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kia.
No, I was just gonna say at this stage in our lives, I mean, we're in our mid-30s, Lord. We almost 40.
Girl, I'm in my
No, it's
end
only
30.
one of us that's almost 40 in this group.
We're all over 35, right?
So we all almost 40.
So
Pretty
we
much.
closer to 40.
Sir.
Accepted. You look good though for your age.
Right.
No, so
I
at
didn't
this
say no name.
For your
know who you're
age,
talking
wow.
about. And I will be 38
Wow.
You
in
look
a week
good,
and some
dude. You
change.
look good, Shmi.
I know.
Do the
Thank
pose.
you.
Let me see you do
That
the
part.
pose. Do the pose. There you
Oh,
go. Hit him. Hit him.
stunt on it, friend. Stunt on it, friend.
Hit him.
No, I was just gonna say, at this age, can we have new friends?
Okay, so my honest answer
Yeah, I
is
think so.
you can have new friends. It's there.
I mean, do you
Yeah, it's a
want any
possibility.
is
I don't want
different.
any new friends. I think I'm at my capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable with who's in my circle. I don't want to start a whole new relationship and learning someone and going through this whole process that we're talking about. Like, I don't want to do that. It's just like getting divorced. Do you want to remarry?
Right.
And it's just like, no, I don't
Right.
want to remarry. I don't want to do that again. So at this point, we can be cool if I meet people, but I don't know if I want to put in that whole, yeah, I'm good. Like,
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I think piggybacking off of what Shamika said, I think it's more so is we can't, if we do have a new friend, we have to be mindful to not try to push our new friend into the circle that we already
of the,
have. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where the problem comes in. That we want our new friend to be accepted by our other circle. Now, if you have a strong enough friendship where that can happen, then so be it. But don't try to force a friendship where it doesn't have to be. Yeah, you can have a new friend, but you have to be able to balance your previous one. So adding new friends is always difficult, especially in our age, because it's kind of like we already have our own way of doing things, and when we bring somebody new into the mix, we bring in another perspective, another philosophy, and Mr. Perspective then
Them
left
just
us,
rolled
but
out.
it's all good.
Roll
We'll get
out.
them back. So yeah.
and I think something that you should look, or something that makes a friendship, and this is with any relationship, is communication.
Ooh,
Like, you have to
yeah.
communicate. And like Akia said, it can't be one-sided. Like, if I
Right.
feel like I'm always texting you, or I'm always calling you, or hey, how you doing? Just haven't heard from you since the last time I texted you and said I haven't heard from you. Like, that's too much. And I'm gonna just stop
Right.
talking to you. I'm be like, okay,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
to last thing I'll say about that, when it is those moments, it doesn't mean, for me, it doesn't mean that the friendship has ended, because if that person were to reach back out, we can always kind of pick up where you left off, maybe, or
Right.
say, hey, what's been going on? We ain't talked, or whatever the case. So again, in my opinion, it's just kind of like the ebb and flow that all relationships go through. So
Yep.
so yeah, I personally don't want any new friends. I can have people that I might hang out with in a
Yeah.
group setting, or like you might have your work friends that you might go
Right.
out to eat with, or something like that. But that's kind of going to be the extent of it. It wouldn't be too much more than that.
I agree. And can we add our other friend back on? I think he might be in the
Come on
weight
in the
room.
room.
He isn't
He
there.
not. Okay.
Nope. Sorry, y'all.
We still figured it out.
We
We
figured it
still
out.
figuring it. Hey, we'll get it straight. Hey, but listen, we're over our time. So, hey, everybody that's in the Remedy Room, thank you so much for joining our broadcast today. We talked about friendships. And as my wife said, you remember how to stay balanced. Shamika said, no new friends. And, and Carlos said, you have to be able to and willing to grow in your friendship. While you're searching for your remedy, remember, you don't always have to be right. Always be willing to change your perspective.
Keep yourself first.
And live your life unapologetically.
Thank you so much,
Yay,
Ross.
episode 1.
Have a good
Bye, guys.
one. Bye.